Alright everybody, today I wanted to come in and work on Hey There Delilah by Plain White Tees. I did a chart on it. It's 4 pages. It took me a little bit to get it going. I will hold them all up at the end for you to take a screenshot. But just in case maybe you're just starting out or learning, we'll go through it a bit. So we're going to start on a D chord here. Hopefully you know your D chords. And make sure that you learn to play your chords properly. You should never really have your hand back like this. You should try to play on your tips, and you should really only have to move fingers. And you'll be like, wow, that's really hard. How do you do that? Well, it's practice, and if you've been taught to do this, then it becomes muscle memory, so it's very hard to break. So try not to create bad habits. If you're having a hard time changing chords, go check out TJ's Easy Guitar. With Hey There Delilah, we come off with this intro playing a D and an F sharp minor, and over the D chord we're picking strings 4 and 3 and 2. We get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you might want to get good at that. You rest the heel of your palm, this part here, on the corner of your bridge. You take your thumb in front of your fingers, and your fingers are behind your thumb, and you kind of practice doing this flicking thing with your fingers. I see a lot of people when I start teaching them, they end up doing this, and you just want to use fingers. It's all about fingers when we're playing guitar or piano, right? And using them properly so they develop right. So if you can get that, then you hold your D chord and you get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now the cool trick getting to the F sharp is you got lots of time to go 1 and then set finger 1 up to lie flat on the bottom 3. If you're having a hard time with that, then I would suggest every day just practice putting your finger on the bottom 3, pushing your wrist forward to make that knuckle bend up a little bit, and then trying to stretch that finger 4 out. Sometimes you want to just maybe lean in, lean your hand this way, bring your wrist this way a bit, but notice how it's far out. It's not like this. It's still out. So you might want to even take the approach of putting finger 3 on first, because then it gives you an idea if you're thinking about where 1 needs to be to get this in the proper spot. So maybe take that approach if you're having a hard time with that change. But anyways, we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it does that twice for the intro. And then it starts the verse, and it does it 2 more times, doing the D, F sharp, and then you do it again. And 4, and now here is where the change comes in. We go to a B minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm picking string 5, taking this finger off for beat 4, and then I go to a G, 1 and picking 6 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and then I go down to an A chord, 3 and 4 and then we go back to the B minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A and 2, 3 and 4 and. So if I'm coming off the second time of the D and the F sharp, getting into the B minor, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we get the G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the B again, but we don't lift off this time. 1 and 2 and 4 and back to the A, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now your goal is to try to keep that count flowing at a nice slow pace. Say I'm on the verse, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the first time. Now I'm going to do it again. 3 and 4 and 1. Now we get the B minor, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and does the B minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ends on the A chord, doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I want you guys to piece that all together so there are no stops in between the chords, like the B minor to the A should sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. And same coming from the F sharp minor on the verse, getting to the B minor would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. might find that hard, but try to do it slow and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and just work that a lot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Notice how I pick that and then get these fingers down there. So I'm always thinking about this note first, coming from the F sharp. And 4 and 1 and. Hopefully everybody saw that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and I'm only picking 3 and 2 here again, so nothing's changed with my right hand. Pretty cool. So the first chart's right here. So you start the song off, you go through the intro, you come down, you play verse part A, verse part B, all the way down, and then it says
Land of the free. Yeah, stand for the children, stand for the right, stand for the things that you know are right. One thing we all need is to be free. Hold the line, don't let them intertwine. Hold the line, don't let them mess with your mind. Hold the line, seems like we're going back in time. Hold the line, this ain't no 1939. Hold the line.